I find it very difficult to cope with the fact that just a mile down the road is the source and centre of enormous wealth, gigantic wealth in the City of London. And really just 10 minutes walk away is some of the poorest, most disgusting houses in London. I find that juxtaposition almost intolerable. I am really hurt and informed by the poverty of the people who live and just around me. So I can't ever shut my eyes to it. And if people want to know why I get angry, then they ought to come and live amongst some of the difficulties. The docks are an amazing example of what happens to whole communities. If you think of them as being the main place of work for people in the East End for many, many years, and a place where father and son followed on through decades. And then with the coming of increased technology and machines and the manpower becoming redundant, and the docks moved and containerized, and then we're left with a huge stretch of land by the river, prime land really, and the ownership of the Port of London Authority. And the question is, what's going to happen to that land? The East End has often been the first port of call for immigrant peoples. If you walk a Brick Lane, you'll see evidence of the Huguenots, 4 centuries ago, and the Jews, and the Bangladeshi now have their mosque, and the same building has served several of those communities in turn. The rag trades all around us, with the shops selling the goods that have been made, sometimes upstairs, and the rooms in the old houses. It's the most incredibly cosmopolitan place in England, I should think. But we live on a knife edge between those who want us to live in a better society and those who are filled with fear and hate of different sorts of peoples, and actually carry that fear and hate into various sorts of assault and harassment. The sort of things that mean that a family can't go out of their front door without getting pelted with stones or milk bottles. The sort of things whereby a person will put a lit petrol rag through the letterbox